Joseph Kim, Emory University.
Albert Shaw, Georgia State University.
Miguel Bethencourt, Georgia Tech.
I'm Morgan Boozy, I'm going to Loyola University in Maryland.
Hey, I'm Whitney, I'm going to LSU, go Tigers.
I'm Brogan, I'm going to the University of Alabama.
My name's Michaela Brandt and I'm going to the University of Georgia.
My name's Deepti Venkatachalam and I'm going to Georgia State University.
Carter Self, Georgia Perimeter.
Jessica Gaskins, Valdosta State.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Gardner and I'm going to Georgia State.
Micaiah Jameson, University of Illinois at Chicago.
Mackenzie Talbot, going to the University of Tennessee at Knoxville.
Hi, my name's Daniel Morris. I'm going to Kennesaw State.
I'm Ethan Gamble and I'm going to UGA.
I'm Brittany Keene Murphy, going to the University of Notre Dame.
Hi, I'm Brendan Im and I'm going to Kennesaw State University.
I'm Tobin Massey and I'm going to Kennesaw State University.
I'm Bryce Meyer, I'm going to Milligan College in Tennessee.
I'm Jay Croce, I'm going to Kennesaw State University.
I'm Ryan Avgahi, I'm going to Kennesaw State University next year.
I'm Patrick Malone, I'm going to Georgia Southern University.
I'm Mason McMee, I'm going to Baylor University.
Jason Santoso, Kennesaw State University.
Gideon Tash, Northview College.
Zane Patel, Emory.
Preston Fisher, NC State.
I'm Veronica Yakubovich and I'm going to Tech.
I'm Shivani Doshi and I'm going to UGA.
I'm Riyadama Parker and I'm going to UGA.
Give it to me.
My name's Kat Alton, I'm going to Georgia State University, and this is my last Northview Morning. Since this week's show is the last one of the year, we're going to be focusing entirely on the seniors. Our next segment is all about seniors' favorite memories from this year.
My favorite moment of senior year was when Jay Geiger got into UGA.
One of my favorite senior moments is probably when I successfully convinced my parents that art school was an option.
My favorite senior memory was definitely, having a great experience with Northview soccer. All the coaches were great, and I had a great time mingling with the players. Shout out to Northview soccer.
So my favorite part about being a senior was being able to slack off, to be honest, because once you finish ACTs and SATs and once you get into college, it kind of is like a free-for-all in a way. Like you just don't really have to care as much, and so I like slacking off because compared to junior year, it was like so much more chill.
My favorite moment from the senior year was going on the DC trip, especially the part where we met Tommy Laren, and I tried to ask her questions, and she basically refused to answer my questions. So that was very interesting at the DC airport. So that was a great moment.
My favorite senior moment was when Downey shadowed me for the whole day.
My favorite senior moment was me getting my cap and gown.
My favorite senior year moment was when I would watch Game of Thrones during third period instead of trying to learn calculus on Gabs.
To wrap up this week's show, seniors are going to be thanking the people who made the biggest impact on their high school career, our teachers.
Thank you, Mr. A. We love you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkins, for making this year so special for me and always making me laugh and helping me start off the day with a smile on my face. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. I'm going to miss you next year.
Hey, Henderson, Miss Niehaus. Henderson, you've been the best teacher we have never had.
Miss Niehaus, we loved having stat with you. It was a great time every morning with you.
We really learned a lot this year, especially the healthy flaxseed intake, but also some statistics.
Yeah, and how to be great goose police.
Always.
So always have your goose pass.
We've had a great time with you guys, and you guys mean a lot to us, so thank you.
I want to thank you, Ms. Gold, for always working hard to keep my grades up, or helping get my grades up. I remember the times you got sick and couldn't help with cheer practice because you stayed up late trying to grade test or come up with extra practice sheets for me in particular. I want to say thank you to Mr. Carroll for, this is hard, what do I actually thank him for? For being a really nice guy and helping me through a lot of stuff and improving my experience at Northview.
Hey Coach Davenport, I know I didn't have you as a teacher or anything, but I probably spent the most time with you out of any of the other teachers. Thanks for always being there for me and teaching me all the right stuff. Might not have been with school, but it was about life. Thanks.
Mr. McLean, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. Your class has made me both the performer and the person I am today, so thank you. I appreciate you and your sass.
Thank you, Ms. Finesse, for being my favorite teacher all 3 years of Northview since sophomore year. I appreciate all the help you give me. I had so much fun in your class, even to the point where everybody drove me crazy, that you were always the person I could talk to when everything went wrong. The only person I could talk to when I always had trouble with something, and just the person that I really appreciate and really looked up to during my time here at Northview.
What's up, Miss Hart? Just want to say thank you for supporting me through the wave life and everything in senior year. I'm gonna miss you next year, and yeah, bye.
Bonjour, madame. Merci pour tous. Thank you for everything, and thank you for putting up with our nonsense for the past 3 years.
Merci, madame.
Merci, madame.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Anderson, for getting me into college. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Poe, for teaching me for 2 years. You're a great teacher, and I really appreciate you being there for me and all your students.
Thank you, Ms. Hedden, for helping me with one of my hardest subjects that I always have to take. And I've always struggled at math, and going to calculus every day made me a lot comfortable knowing that I have a great person just teaching it. Not just a great teacher, but a great person. And I really appreciate you. I know I'm in a great place in calculus for tech, and thank you so much.
And so ends our last show of the year. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to everyone who worked so hard to make this show possible, including the BVP kids who made the segments, our director Christine Price for editing the entire show every week, Mr. Carroll for helping film and oversee the entire production, and everyone else who worked so hard to make the show so great. We'd also like to thank you for watching and supporting the show. One last time, I'm Kat Alton, and this has been Northview Morning.
I'm Jessica Lee, and if I had any tips for underclassmen for college applications, I would say to really get to know the colleges that you want to apply to. Don't just pick them out by random. Really do your research and get to know which college would be best for you. Another tip I have is getting a teacher or at least a friend that's really good at writing to look over your college essay for you, because that's going to make the difference and impact when your admissions officer is reading it, and they'll really be able to tell what kind of student you are and who they're admitting to their school. I would also say, if you can, do all of your college applications through the Common App. It's way easier, and with each individual college website, you have to make an individual account versus the Common App, which is really easy because you only have to make one account, but you can submit multiple applications. Another tip I would have is to not get caught up on rejection letters. Colleges are really hard to get into these days, and there are a lot of prerequisites that you have to have and a lot of extracurriculars. And you never know, some colleges are just looking for different things. And don't get caught up on getting rejected to certain schools, because there will always be other schools that are looking for what you have.